Um,
Oh, fortunately, there's flies flying all around, man. It sucks. 'Cause I'm in the garage because you know I want to smoke cigarettes while we do this.
are you still living at Jared's house?
Yeah,
I heard you might be moving though.
yeah. So I'm trying to go back to school, but we're not going to waste time talking about that. I'm waiting to
So,
hear back to see if I can get into school.
um, fucking, we're moving next month as long as this shit
To
goes.
where?
They're really nice apartments, like out of the ghetto. We were on like
I, I moved on up, boy.
dude, they're really nice and they're like cheap, but there was like a 6 month wait list because they're so nice and cheap. And I was telling this guy at work about it, one of my regulars, he's a cop. And I was like, we've been on this like 6 month wait list, and an apartment just popped up Wednesday for us. And it was like the perfect timing because this past Friday, we had to give our 60-day notice to vacate. And I told him where it was. And for some reason, everyone knows this place. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I was just there for some guy who shot himself in the head." And I was like, "Oh, well, I guess
So
that's my
apartment.
apartment." Thank God for that guy.
So you're moving into an apartment of somebody who just shot himself in the head.
I mean, I can't say for sure, but the timeline adds up.
Well, I mean, it explains why it's so cheap.
Well, it was cheap before.
Well,
There's
it's definitely probably cheaper now.
it's like a nationwide place, so I don't know. They're not all that cheap though. I don't know, but it's fucking.
How much is it?
It's gonna be like 1386.
It's good.
It's like $50 cheaper than what it would be at this one. Although they were supposed to send over the lease today, like to the new place, and they said that she didn't live here because they have you still living here for some fucking reason. So she had to go down there and be like, "You guys are fucking idiots. I've lived here the past 2 years."
That's funny. I still get emails from them.
Because they're fucking morons, dude. It's such a piece of shit apartment. No,
Well,
so
obviously, it's a cheap apartment.
yeah, well, the new ones are cheap and they're really, really nice. Like every single person that lives over here that I've like mentioned them to knows about it. That's why
Oh,
they.
it's just everybody goes to shoot themselves in the head.
And then I just gave up my Thursday shift because I was supposed to go to fucking homeboy's court appearance. And
Yeah.
I
She contacted me, that lady.
I heard.
Yeah. Did you hear what I responded with?
Yeah, I heard what you said. Yeah, go ahead and tell it. I was laughing my ass.
I'm just not sure about anything. I don't think I would help the case at all.
Who the fuck? What? Wait, oh, you don't think you would help the case? Yeah, I thought you meant like
Yeah, I don't think I
right
would
now.
help the case at all.
You want me to tell you what I
I'm just
heard?
so fuzzy on it. What?
I heard that she called you and said, "By the way, this guy's defending himself. He was shot up by the police, and his mother's handling everything." So when I called to be like, "Hey, I don't need to come in for this," the number on the subpoena, I got his mother, which is fucking insane. So I heard
Yeah,
that
that's what she said.
she called you and was like, "Oh, I saw in your deposition because we did a deposition like 5 years ago when he had real lawyers. I saw in your deposition that you don't think what
No, I'm
that
sorry. My roommate got
you
home.
don't think Ward shot first, and you said, "Oh, nope, changed my mind. I think he shot first. Stop fucking calling me." That was the story that I got, and I told him about four
Well,
minutes.
I had to think really long and hard about the night, and I wasn't so sure. So, and I don't have a written statement to look back at, so I wouldn't even trust my own memory. I was extremely intoxicated, so
Did you not get subpoenaed?
I did get a subpoena, and I called because they told me to come in on a day I was working, and I called them and tried to reschedule, and nobody called me back. I left a number, but apparently that was the state because I told her that. She said she sent me a subpoena to your house, your apartment, or something like that. And I explained to her that go fuck yourself, essentially. And I was explaining to her that I want nothing to do with this case. And she was trying to guilt trip me into it the whole time. She was like, oh, if you know this and this is life and all this stuff and trying to guilt you do the right thing and just all I'm like, you don't know anything about anything. So I'm not gonna have this conversation with you. I'm just gonna politely tell you I want nothing to do with it, and then we'll go about our days.
It's
She just
ridiculous
wasn't having
how
that. She
retarded
was
they
blowing me.
are.
I should have so I told her that I think I remember things a little differently. Then she stopped contacting me.
Fucking that I talked to the cop, my regular, about this too, and he said, really, I'm just there to be like, yes, this is my video. Basically, that's all I'm supposed to do there. He said to call the prosecutor and see if I can do like a Zoom call or something. Um,
But if they ask you who I am in the video, just be like, I have no idea who that is.
yeah, it was probably in my deposition of I'm not getting contempt of court for you. It's like,
Well, if
Alex,
it's not your thing, then just be like, I can't be sure. I think that might be him. I'm not sure.
it's
I
very
don't know.
blurry. It's very blurry. I can't really see. You're
Just
just
saying, just saying I don't know is enough.
just
Just say I don't
unloading
know.
for this guy.
Just say I don't know. Just keep saying I don't know.
It's like I think that's Ward. I probably shouldn't say his
But
name.
don't post this till after the thing's done because then they'll know who you're talking about.
Don't
If
post
anybody
this until
sees it.
after the thing's done. It's been rescheduled.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't think they're going to be look. I don't think anybody's really going to be looking at these. So I don't think you have to worry about anything.
I don't know. I think she'll be looking at anything that's associated with your name because she did that to me. And so she found me. She got in contact with me because she saw on Facebook that I worked at Earl's and called Earl's looking for me.
Yeah, but how would she find this?
I don't know. Look up your name. Look up anything.
Yeah, it's not under my name. I have it under a
Who's
pseudonym.
it under? Dick Lively.
Fucking
You're,
Butch
you're
Cassidy,
fuck naked.
Buck Naked,
Fuck naked.
Sandy
Mike
Sand,
Concho.
Paul Paulson.
I think Mike Concho. Oh man, it spilled. My beer amaretto. My beer amaretto.
Your Dr. Pepper shot.
You see all this bullshit about how they're like emphasizing on the news about like the whole Trump thing. In the meantime, like there's all this shit going on about the US dollar that's not even on the fucking news. And
Get
like,
arrested.
yeah, but I'm just saying it's all the news coverage is on that, and nothing is about like right now they're switching from the US dollar standard to the yuan, whatever the fuck. And there are all these peace agreements are getting broken out in the Middle East right now from China, and the US dollar is not going to be used internationally anymore. We're about to fucking hit a big economic distress, and they're not talking about it on the news at all.
The U.S.
They're
dollar.
only talking about
They're
they're only talking
trying.
about Trump's fucking trial. That's not relevant to America at all right now. It's not relevant.
They're trying to stop dealing with oil in U.S. dollars because it's all dealt in U.S. dollars, um, which
Yeah,
supposedly.
it basically takes away our ability to sanction. And it takes away our ability to sanction countries as like a world police power.
I
It's
don't
taking
know.
away a lot of power.
I didn't read anything about it. I just read about them talking about it, and
Oh,
it,
it's happening.
it's for sure happening.
Yep.
Well, whatever. We'll just go fucking. There's wars every so often. He's gonna go to war again.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Just war.
Hopefully they just don't
Whatever.
nuke us.
War ain't never hurt nobody. I mean,
I wonder if we like aren't just saying like, hey, we actually have like self destruct devices on all the Russian nukes that we could actually just hit. And like, I feel like we have still superior military. I mean, we spend way more on military. I feel like they're just not saying the full capacity because they're saying that like the Russians have like the those hypersonic missiles or whatever.
look, I'll say what we're all thinking. We work with aliens. We're gonna be safe.
Yeah.
Our government works with aliens. With
So
proof of that.
Canadian Prime The Canadian ex-Canadian
Exactly.
Minister of Defense said like years ago.
I know, a 10-minute long video. I want to watch the whole thing to listen to that shit. I mean, Roswell microwaves. Come on,
Microwaves. Are you saying
alien
that
technology.
aliens built those?
Yes.
Smart TVs? It's
And
like how you
my
on
reasoning
the
for thinking
TV.
that is simply
Apple
from a
TV.
Futurama episode. But
Nothing.
what you talking about, Willis?
I was just naming more things that aliens built, like smart TVs,
The pyramids. Pyramids,
obviously. Tesla,
obviously. Elon Musk in general. He's an alien.
yeah.
Skinwalker.
Washing machines. Like
Of
where does
course.
it
I mean, it's
come from?
black magic.
Yeah.
What else?
Soccer.
That's illegal aliens.
Oh, that's right.
Different kind of aliens, buddy. And even then, I think it was invented by the British, I believe.
You know what
Which
it
is
was
why
called?
technically definitely wrong by calling it football.
You know what it was called originally?
What?
Soccer.
Originally?
Originally, the English called it soccer, and then they changed it to football, so they can suck a fat
So
cock.
it was soccer.
It was originally soccer.
And because it was so weird when I was in England getting correct, because obviously the World Cup was happening. And Argentina was in the playoffs. So my stepmom, my stepsister was rooting for Argentina.
Nazis.
And I cut calling it soccer. And to hear white people correct me on it, like, what was that?
Like, what are you,
It's
Mexican?
football. What?
You
I'm
were
just
like, what are
saying,
you,
like only
Mexican?
Spanish people correct me on it being not soccer. It's funny like seeing a white person like, no man, it's football. I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro?
Well, they created it.
They did. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, but if they were originally calling it soccer, then they're just a bunch of Indian givers.
White people changed their name
Names.
everything
That's true. Technically, all words are made up.
by white people. Like they created person of
English
color.
words.
They're like person of color.
Oh,
Trying to make everything longer.
what? Make everything longer. Story of my life.
Try to make it longer.
What did you? Yeah, obviously. What kind of beer did you get? Did you guys have the same land shark deals as us?
I
Easy little
I
thing.
didn't look. I'm not buying Landshark. I'm gonna grab
I
another
don't know. I'm
beer.
really beer and amaretto thing.
You know, amaretto has 15% alcohol, right?
What's that?
Hold on. Amaretto has like 15% alcohol. It's like a quart.
21. It's 21%. It's
I
21%.
thought it was like 15.
It's 21, and then the more expensive Di Serono, because I didn't get Di Serono, I got a cheaper one. Di Serono is actually 28%.
Well,
Di Serono is fucking good shit. I can like remember the old commercials I used to see Di Serono on the rocks, like the old commercials back in the day.
it was funny because it
Now
was
I get it.
brown. Go ahead.
Because what?
Because it was
I
brown.
was gonna say because
I feel like you're just waiting for me to talk. Okay. Because it was brown, I used to think that it would taste like whiskey, but it's like the sweetest. It's like the nectar of the gods.
yeah, I thought a very similar thing, and I think that's now that I've had this amaretto and the beer thing, I am just like all fully on board with amaretto. I could drink Di Serono on the rocks.
Yeah, I'm sure anyone could. It's pretty sweet.
Probably.
It's
It's tasty.
not like
And I
cognac.
have one lady at my bar that drinks that. So before I tried this, I used to question like, "Why are you drinking Di Serono? Like, what the fuck?" And then like I had the amaretto in the beer, and I was like, "I'm the idiot." Okay,
I don't
that
know,
makes more
something
sense.
about it. Wow, it doesn't mix. Like if you make an amaretto sour, it just like layers. Something about it seems sketchy to me.
Amaretto sour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really make too many of those. I've made a couple in the last like couple years. I probably made like a total of 6 in the last like year and a half.
If you notice, it
Yeah.
doesn't mix with the amaretto. The amaretto it like layers.
Well, when I make them, I'm just shoving them out. Like I don't even look at it. Like I just pour it. There you go. Get the fuck away from me. So
Yankees is starting.
next time I do that, though, I will have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it's like so
So
thick that it doesn't mix.
thick with a double TH boy. Thick.
Thick
Say
boy.
that up
Thick
weird.
daddy. Get the Yankees starting off.
What how far away from the apartment is the place you're going?
Um, maybe like a half hour away. It's still the same amount of time as work, but it's like closer to Crunch Gym, which I've just been working on at home. Because the Crunch Gym's always so fucking packed, and it's just a
I
nightmare.
I've been hitting the gym 5 days a week again for the first time in a while.
I just started. Well, I mean, working at home like 5 days a week, and it's so great.
I did 335 for 2 today on bench. Then 315 for 4, so I'm feeling pretty strong these days.
I'm doing 20-pound dumbbells, so back up. And,
Doing 20. It's legit though, bro.
well, you're also working, doing 1,000 different things with them nonstop. It's not like they don't recommend anything more than 12 IJS. Like
Don't fucking acronym me with something that's has the same amount of syllables almost as the actual saying.
you know, I like how black people on Facebook they'll spell white people WHIPPO, white people. I don't know. I've seen that a few
I've
times.
never seen that.
You've never
I've
seen
never seen somebody wipe a ball.
white people. They
You know what? So you ever just keep somebody on your Facebook like so like because when their things come up on your timeline, it's not like it's just like they're so different from you. Like it's just nice to see. It's like almost interesting to see like this kid I was in boot camp with his wife. Now this kid is dumber than a box of dicks. All right. His his nickname was Gump in the boot camp platoon,
awesome,
right? So
awesome.
and his wife is just as stupid. But I'm friends with them on Facebook for some reason. They keep requesting me on Facebook when they get new ones, but I don't know. They live in New York or something. But she writes things horribly grammatically incorrect, and it just her things make zero fucking sense.
Are they
As a matter
black?
of fact, if I look on her Facebook right now, I can easily find one and explain it to you.
Are they black?
Hold on, one second.
What are you just holding up for suspense?
No, I'm just okay. Here, all right. Let me see if I can find one real quick. All right. Well, all right. So, for instance, it says, "Well, guess sale everything we own for money and get out of here before something happens. So everything selling for from $2 to $40, please. PM first and more info on everything and pics. Thanks."
Yeah, they're retarded people.
Yeah, but they're not actually retarded. They're just like that. Like I don't know. It's just funny. I just like look at some of the posts and it's just like, who lets you out of the house like to do
Ask them if
things?
they're
And
retarded. Be like, are you retarded? What does that say?
no, that's just rude. And I'm an observer, man. I'm not here to press buttons, buddy. I'm not here to make anybody feel bad about themselves. At least like to their face. If they see
I
this
witnessed
eventually,
you on purpose make people feel bad about themselves to their face.
well, then I would be Hitler.
Close enough.
Good old Adolf. Kanye said he's not a bad guy.
Yeah, Kanye. Yeah, Kanye is.
Did you know?
Kanye probably doesn't know much about him. He's just assuming.
I don't know. There's sometimes I hear Kanye say something. I'm like, that's the smartest shit I've ever heard. Then sometimes I listen to him. I'm like, who the fuck let this guy out of the house? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. It's like
Like,
when George doesn't have his glasses and he's spotting dimes, but like I was
They were
spotting
mailboxes,
those rappers.
stupid.
They were mailboxes. I didn't have
I
that
didn't have
much
the
to
heart to
tell you.
tell you.
You're eating onions. You're spotting dimes. I don't know what to believe.
I don't know what to believe.
Oh, and you know what's funny is my coworker Leslie. She told me the other night. She's like, "Don't take any offense to this, but I've been watching Seinfeld, and you just remind me of George, like George
Your
Costanza."
Costanza.
She
Cause
told me that. I was like, Russell actually told me that as well. It's just
yeah,
funny.
you are
You're
Costanza.
not the first one to tell me that.
Dude, you're especially
Cause
your dad, the episode where George just wants a woman who doesn't speak English. I'd love to rub my
yeah,
bald head in oil and rub it all over your body. Yeah, you're from a model. I have
Costanza.
Twitters.
Yeah. Hold on, let me grab let me top off my bev. My bevy. Look at this cheap ass amaretto I got.
Looks like Aunt Jemima.
Excuse me. Aunt Jemima's dead.
Was she a real person? I was just
Yeah, the black is that the black lady?
on the syrup. Yeah, they took her
Yeah,
off.
that's a real person.
What?
Oh, please. You don't know about how they canceled that shit. When they canceled that, Aunt Jemima was a real person.
I remember being canceled, but I don't think it was a real person.
No, it was. Look it up. She was
I
she
am.
was one of the first. I thought, how did you not do
Why
research
would
on that when you heard it
why
got?
would they cancel her? Oh,
That's what
she was a
that's what
real
the point
person.
was. That's what the point was. Everybody was like, dude, she was a real person. This was like her thing. And they canceled.
What was
Isn't
her
that
thing?
fucked
Making
up?
syrup? I don't. What was the
Yeah.
relation?
She was a spokesperson. It was her band. One of the first successful fucking black woman in America, independent, some shit. I don't fucking know. Just read it. You're looking at it now. Read it.
I'm not looking at it now. I just looked up to see if she was real and said, yeah. Who was Aunt Jemima?
She's real. Amaretto and beer.
Hey, did you watch The Whale?
What?
The Whale with Brendan
The what?
Fraser? The Whale?
No, but I'm a big Brendan Fraser fan. Happy
It
he's
is the
coming back.
greatest thing ever. He is a fantastic actor. It's a fantastic movie. I cried like a teenage girl.
Hmm. What do you think of my hair, Russ? Looking all right?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's looking good, real good.
I don't really remember how it was before, to be honest. What do you think of my hair?
Nobody remembers me as balls. You just look like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah. Give me
God bless.
oh, he gets the blonde one with the pigtails. The one with
No. She goes
Gibby.
for Gibby. I'm just kidding. Not
Goes for
Gibby.
who?
What was that fucking foreign exchange kid's name? Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap.
I don't fucking remember. I know who you're talking about, but
Bolby.
Colby.
Bolby.
Why do you have a Broncos emblem?
Jared's a Broncos fan, man. There's a Florida State Seminoles one out back.
It's gay too.
I'm just, dude, I basically live in an all gay household.
Yeah, I can tell by your shirt.
That was the next point I was about to make.
Yeah,
That's why Jane's covered up now. We don't want to see that shit.
it's gross.
Yeah, that's some shame.
Well, I mean, there is no men or women, which makes fucking sexual orientation, antiquated.
Look, listen, I fully support that because I'm trans height. So I understand. I'm actually 6'7".
Yeah.
So
I want to be a midge, so people treat me with more.
you want to what?
I want to be a midge.
What'd you say?
Midge?
An LP? You want to
Yeah.
be an LP? A little person?
Yeah. I'm a fucking, 190
You're
pounds.
closer to that than I am to 6'7".
Huh?
Said you're closer to that than I am to 6'7".
Um, no, I think you have to be under 4 feet, don't you?
No. It's be under 4'11" or 4'10".
But remember Mini Me?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't think he was even.
Yeah, but he wasn't the top of the standard though.
But he's a different kind of fucking Mitch because he was like, I think he's like less than 3 feet.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds of dwarfism and shit.
Yeah, but that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he had a huge cock though.
Compared to his size, everyone has a fucking huge cock.
He had a kickstand.
Yeah. Height, height, height. I wonder he died.
He's not dead.
He's been dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, he died 2018. He was 2'8".
Damn.
I'm telling you, he was less than 3 feet tall.
That's tiny.
Mm-hmm. He's not like one of like because he had to be really like apparently like midgets are like 160 pounds and shit.
Yeah, I know. You're the one that told me that.
Yeah, they're
You told me
dense.
that they're like regular weight.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Just getting barreled in your pelvis, just like somebody just like taking you out the waist with their shoulder.
Yeah,
It's like full
think of how
bowling
much
ball. It's like
if you have that much weight compressed so I feel like they should be good fighters. It's all in their ass. It's like a
it's,
what was that thing?
yeah.
What was that thing you used to bounce on?
The pogo stick,
No, it was, but
pogo.
it was like a yoga ball, but with a thing, and
Oh yeah, a little hop around.
that's what it was
A
called,
hop around is I think they're called a hop row or kangaroo ball or something.
something like that. Oh.
But yeah.
You know what I've been doing lately? I'm like
What's
watching
that?
documentaries and taking notes like it were like school. It's actually pretty fun.
It's kind of
I'm sorry, I'm just learning about Vietnam, fucking Daniel Boone, and fucking last night I was
he's a Freemason. Everybody knows Daniel Boone was a Freemason.
I didn't know that yet. I haven't gotten there yet. So don't fucking spoil it for me, you piece of shit. I just got to where he went
I
to.
didn't watch the documentary. I just know about Daniel Boone.
You know, he lived till he was 85.
Yeah,
He
they all
died
thought
in
he
the
was dead
early
at the Alamo.
1800s. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that's
And he
crazy.
was dodging fucking those fucking Indians. I can't remember Sohi. I don't remember their names, but like just
Indians,
dodging Indians all the fucking time, dude. Dodging savages, dodging the Kansas City Chiefs.
the Chiefs. I mean the Commanders.
Oh yeah, dodging the
No,
Commanders. Indians are commanders now.
I was talking shit to Kevin. We were talking to him on videos or on Xbox, and I was like, "Your team didn't even have a fucking name for you. I don't want to hear your shit.
Ugh. And then the
Team's
Cleveland
name.
Guardians, the Guardians now. Get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
The Cleveland
The
Indians,
Guardians?
the Cleveland Indians
Oh
from
yeah, they did. That's right. The
Major
baseball
League.
team.
Major League, they're
Yeah.
fucking the Guardians now. So fucking that's gay. I keep seeing this commercial with this chick with a mustache. It's so fucking gross. Like, what the fuck? So part of me thinks that it is aliens, and they're trying to be like, we're all one, gender doesn't matter. So like all these fucking retards that whatever.
I saw something interesting on Joe Rogan podcast clip. It was like Joe was referencing somebody, some historian or something like that. It was like whenever major societies collapse, a lot of times they're always obsessed right before their collapse, they get obsessed with gender. It's like something that they when they run out of conflict, like actual conflict, they start creating conflict and objective uh agreements on things. They
Yeah, I
start
believe it.
creating their own conflict.
We have 10 minutes, by the way, so
Huh. How fast can you jerk off?
are we doing that at the end? Is that what we agreed on?
Well, we
I
mainly
can jerk
talked
off
about Dutch
very
right
fast, to be honest. I was in the shower
now.
earlier.
I can get it done.
Might take a
Stat.
little bit more the second time.
You can probably get it done in about as much time as it takes me to chug a beer.
Gonna chug a burrito out of a coffee cup.
I don't know how good this content's going to be for this podcast, but it's just nice to be on it for a minute.
Who cares? Whether it was good or not, people probably wouldn't watch it. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
this could be our weekly little catch up.
Yeah, we just film it and just talk about shit, and then after like 5 episodes, you just remember where the good shit is, and then just like condense it on like one.
Listen,
compilation.
oh cool, I have a timer. We have 8.5 minutes. We can call
Oh, I
the
have time.
Ketchup. That's a good idea, especially because
We
you're
could catch up.
might be moving, and then not that I see you anymore, anyways. But heard you're
Yeah, but you
fucking
have to come to town. So when are you coming to town?
whenever I have to go to fucking court,
Yeah, but they haven't told you when.
July 3rd. But I doubt it's going to be that because the next day, July is 4th. So
Yeah.
I'll keep pushing it off.
Yeah, so Ward is representing himself essentially in this?
100%. Did I not tell you about the first time I went there?
No.
First time I went there, I was sitting alone for 2 hours, and the only other people that were there were his mom and dad. And so we're waiting forever. And then we finally get to go in the courtroom, and we start, the bailiff tells me to sit next to them because there's gonna be a bunch of people coming in. And I look at him, and like, dude, I don't want to sit next to them. That's his parents. I'm about to be testifying. He's like, you're testifying? And I was like, yes. He's like, okay, you need to leave. And I was like, what? I've been waiting here for 2 hours. And he goes up and talks to the prosecution. They were like, oh, they were supposed to tell you were supposed to come later in the week. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I live 3 hours away. And the prosecutor looked at me all like, I know. So they make me leave. They like talk to that fucking fat retard, which was funny because his mom was like, oh, I really hope that his fucking suit fits because, he's in jail or whatever because he's gaining and losing weight. I've never seen him lose weight, but and then so I walk in there, and his fat ass is sitting at a desk alone in the smallest suit, just pushing his fat ass neck out, like, hmm. And then the judge was like, now, would you like to dismiss Russell for the rest of the week? And then he goes, he's sitting there like he has the fate of my life in his hands. He's like, that'll be fine. Like, he's like milking it up. And then the prosecutor, now you understand that's I thought he said for the rest of the case, but apparently I'm incorrect about that. And he goes, yes, that's fine. He took another 3 minutes to fucking think about that. And then when I got the new subpoena, I went to call the number on there to be like, hey, I was already released from this case. And I get his fucking mother on the phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I talking to his mother?
Yeah, so I'm really happy that I took the route I took on that.
Yeah, I know. I wish you fucking still lived here so you could be like, hey, this is what I did. So I could be like, all right, fuck you, lady. Like you can see in the video that he doesn't shoot first. I'm just gonna be like, I remember him shooting first. I think my it's
It's
that's
like
what's
he's already
crazy.
getting.
Because I told her I was like, I have nothing to give you for this case. Like I honestly, in my heart, I hope her son gets the electric chair. She's a nice lady, but I want him to just fucking fry, and I want her to watch. Like you took me away from 2 days of work, fry him, you fat fuck. He's got so much grease in him. He's gonna fucking just like spat like when you fucking fry grease too hard. She's gonna get like
My
burnt
whole
in
thing
the
was I had
face
conflict
for
because
front
like
row.
I know what he was there to do initially, and I know that and the lady was like, I was like, I just don't want to be involved. I have a moral conflict of interest here because yeah, I know what he was there to do. Blah blah. It's like, but he wasn't there to do that to the cop or to do this to the cop. And I was like, listen, I was in the Marine Corps, and I know a murderous mind is a murderous mind, whether or not who was intended for. I just feel like he's dangerous. Is essentially what I told her. I just feel like he's a dangerous person. And I think that I need to just not be part of this case because I don't feel like I right for death. Number one, as I told her, is I was extremely intoxicated. So I don't have a reliable testimony anyway. I don't remember really anything at all. And I don't even have a written statement to back up on because I didn't fucking give one. So I don't even know what I was possibly even thinking that night or what I saw that night. So I was blackout drunk.
I I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn, I had a good point.
But then she kept pushing my buttons, and I was like, you know what? For all I know, I think he did possibly shoot first. I don't remember.
That
I was
sounds
like, I was really drunk. I tried to tell you that. I don't remember. Said what I thought, and then I thought a little bit harder, and now I think the other thing. It's fuzzy memory. I don't know.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. But if you actually look at how many charges he got that night, he's still gonna go to prison forever. Like just if they take that one
27
charge.
years. Which also brings me to my next point. And I think it's pointless to even try to see because by the time he's like He's almost 40 now. If he gets 27 years, he'll be out like almost when he's 70.
He'll be dead.
So
big fat.
he'll probably be, if he's dead, he's gonna be institutionalized at the very least. He's gonna have nothing to fall back on. It
Yeah.
would be like fucking what's his face from Shawshank.
Best solution, electric chair. Fucking up, dude.
I don't know why we're just not saying even the possibility of a firing squad. I'm just kidding.
That would be cool too. Just like hit him like
Logan,
from like start at the ankles and just work.
Wolverine went through that. He didn't mind it that much.
He already got fire squatted under the fucking pool table.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
And he lived because he's so fat.
Yeah, I don't see. Here's the thing: is I don't even remember what he looks like. So that's like another thing about how much like, I don't even remember what he looks like. Nor have I seen him recently or looked it up at all. So like I couldn't even tell you if he's fat or not. I don't even know.
Bro, it's like Ted
But
Bundy
I'm
was
guessing,
himself, but Ted Bundy was smart. You're a big fat retard that has your mom, nice lady. Just she has all the hope for her
trying to
son
save her son.
fucking free. Yeah, I understand it completely. It's affecting my life, but it's pissing, whatever. I understand. Your son's going to fucking jail. I just want to sit there and be like, that was him. He's fat. Kill him. I'm going.
He's fat. As somebody who used to be very fat, you have such a prejudice against fat people. It's so funny. I feel like what's the movie Billy Madison when he grabs the kid's face? Don't you ever say that in that kid's face, and it like wiggles around like a ham. He's like, I wish I could go to high school. And he goes, don't you ever say that. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah,
He grabs the bag, and you can see his second chin turn into a turkey gobbler, like just oh.
I just posted this video of like it's like a little kid on some talk show, and he's like, "What did the kids used to call you back in the day?" He's like things like meathead, meatwad, big boy, and then the host goes, "Fat ass."
Yeah,
He starts like
he's
naming
going.
other
Yeah.
things. I was like, "That's the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen."
Did you ever see the one where it's like the kid slept with his teacher, but it's like a spoof thing? He's like, "What did the?" Oh, it's Pete Davidson playing the character. He's like, "What did they used to call? What did the kids call you names?" Because this, like, yeah, I got called the man, the teacher slayer, big dick bandit. Like, he goes through all these names. And he's like, "But those are just a few of them." He's like, "They're all positive." Like trying to make him play out as a victim, but he's like getting all these positive nicknames.
Is that an SNL?
The man, teacher's pet. Less than a minute. All right.
Oh, you can see that too?
Well, here's what?
All right, real quick on that point, eating ass is gross. I think it's weird that it's popularized. It
I don't
seems
need to ask you.
yeah, it's
But I
gross.
think it should be legal on the libertarian.
It should be legal, yeah, but most asses are only if it's bleached because brown asses are gross. Who wants to see a big brown asshole? Nobody.
A lot of people.
No, I don't think anybody likes the brown asshole. I think that's just like mine's red, so I don't have a room to talk. But I also don't have
Not
anything
safe
to eat
to
ass.
assume that.
All right,
So when
wait.
the recording comes out, are we still going to be on our thing?
I don't know what that means, but we're
Are
about
we
to
still going to be able to talk until the recording ends?
and we're done. Oh, it's about to be over. Oh, we can still talk, but yeah, we might as well just stop it here.
Uh,
All right.
yeah.